Now, very good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to the webinar on a graphic design tool for everyone. My name is Karen, and I am your host for today. Now, Singapore Smart Nation Initiative is all about using technology to improve the way we live, we work, and we play. And in order to realize this vision, it is critical for all Singaporeans to be equipped with digital skills so that they can take advantage of new and exciting job opportunities, especially during this period of time when many of us are concerned about our careers. Now, this is why the Smart Nation and Digital Government Office and NTUC Learning Hub are glad to bring you the Smart Nation and You Let's Learn Festival. Now, NTUC Learning Hub is proud to be the official continuing education and training provider, powering the Let's Learn segment of this exciting event with something for everyone. Now, today's webinar is on a graphic design tool for everyone. Now, do note that this session will be recorded. So if you'd like to recap your learnings, you can always visit the Smart Nation YouTube channel. A recording of the various sessions will be made available about 2 weeks after the festival. Now, we'd also like to encourage participants to stay all the way till the end because we do have a post-webinar survey. And 2 participants who complete the survey get to bring home $10 fair price online vouchers. Now, you can also join in the Let's Learn contest and stand to win $100 fair price online vouchers. Now, simply scan the QR code or visit the link on the screen to find out more details. We'll also be sharing this QR code and link again at the end of the webinar. Now, today we are happy to have with us Leanna. Now, she is a self-taught designer, and she very much encouraged new and aspiring designers to pursue their creative interests through courses such as Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and today she'll be teaching us about Canva. So everybody, if you've got any question for her during the whole course, you can always use the Q&A function anytime, and Leanna will do her best to answer them. So without further ado, I'll hand you over to Leanna. Leanna, please.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Karine, for that lovely introduction. So good morning, everyone. So I am Liana, and I will be your trainer for today, right? So give me a moment. Let me just share my screen so that you can see. Give me a moment. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me just. All right. Good morning, everyone. So, for the next 2 hours, what are we going to be doing? We are going to be talking about Canva. So, this 2 hour session will be share. I'll be sharing with you everything about Canva and how you can actually design it to design everything on the go. Okay, so like what Karine actually mentioned, so she says that I'm actually a self-taught graphic designer. So I learned graphic design on my own, but as to up to date right now, I'm actually a graphic designer. I'm actually currently teaching at NTUC Learning Hub as Adobe for Adobe Photoshop as well as Adobe Illustrator. Okay, now even though I'm a graphic designer, right, I still use Adobe Photoshop. I still use Adobe Illustrator. But personally, sometimes when I'm short of time, I actually just whip up my phone. I can just use Canva, and I can just design it straight away, design my thing straight away. Okay. So yeah, so I just want to know, before I start, I just want to know from you guys, what exactly is your biggest challenge when it comes to designing? Okay, so you will have a poll that will appear at this point of time. I want to get you to answer What's your biggest challenge when it comes to designing? So I have an idea. Okay, I'm just gonna give like, let's say about 1 minute. Time consuming, not sure what software to use. Okay. Interesting. All right, so not sure what software to use is actually the lead. This is great. Time consuming, doesn't look nice. Okay, wow. So whopping like 52%. Okay, 50% of you actually are saying not sure what software to use. So I suppose okay. So I suppose that I mean right now, I would think that a lot of you are actually using, if not Canva, probably using PowerPoint. Maybe one of you is actually messaging me like they use PowerPoint. Yes. Okay. So I understand. Like before this, before I actually became a self-taught graphic designer, when I was working, I used to design on Microsoft PowerPoint as well. But now times have changed, and there are so many options out there. There's Adobe Photoshop, there's Adobe Illustrator, but and then there's this latest one called Canva. Okay, so which we are going to be covering today. Now, what exactly is Canva? Okay, so Canva is an amazing tool. It's really easy to use. Okay, sometimes I'll be telling, if you feel like it's very time consuming to sit down in front of the computer to open up Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator to design, then Canva is really the tool for you. Okay, so what exactly is Canva? I'm gonna be showing you a short video on how to, I'm going to share with you a short video on what Canva does. Okay, so this is actually Canva. Now, before I start, okay, this Canva actually is a free software, and I will need you guys to actually, to if you want to design with me later on. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to actually create an account on Canva. Okay, so I'm going to type it inside the chat here, www.canva.com/sign up. So in case you guys haven't, oops, give me a moment now. Okay, in case you guys don't have an account yet, you can actually just sign up for an account there first, so that later when I'm running through the software and when I'm designing on the spot, you can also actually just follow me along. All right. Okay, so yes, so this Canva over here. So Canva, what it does is Canva actually has a lot of templates. All right. And then you can see they have flyers, infographics, letters, business cards. So all these are actually ready-made templates for you. So you don't have to design anything from scratch. Okay, you can design from scratch, of course, if you want. So let's say if I were to use this design here, okay, what I can do is I can actually just change the color, change the text. Okay, I can change a lot of things. I can change the pictures. Yeah, you can. So whatever templates you have here, if you can't figure out how do you design, you can just use Canva, use any of the existing templates, and then you can save it later. So later I will show you how you can design from using the template, okay, as well as design using Canva from scratch. So I will show you all that, and how to actually download all these designs that you have made. Okay, so now there is over 400. They were expecting about 1,000 over people attending this session today. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, I would strongly suggest you guys can just put it inside the Q&A. All right, inside the Q&A. I actually have my friends here. I have Dawn, okay, with me, who will actually answer the questions as well. And for myself, if I feel if there are so many questions, I'll try to answer as many as I can. Okay, so bear with me on that. All right. So hold on. Let me just take a look. There are questions coming in. Can you use handphone to register for Canva? Is it free? Yes, it is free. Okay. So now let's go on. Now, so let me try to sell to you guys. Why should you use Canva? Okay. Why use Canva and why not Adobe, not GIMP, okay, or PowerPoint, so on. Okay. Okay, so why use Canva? So the first things first is if you don't have any design skills, no problem, right? Because just now what did I show you? I showed you that there are templates that you can use to design. Okay, so you can just use those existing templates, just change the colors, change the font, and you are good to go. All right. Now, what else? Okay, if let's say you don't really fancy the template, you are probably the kind of person who wants to design from scratch. You can do that as well. So all these templates, they are customizable, and you can choose from a huge list of elements and fonts, to make your design nicer. Okay. Now, why else should you use Canva? Okay, is this. All right. You can design anywhere, right? Okay. So on Canva, so for Canva, some of you are actually asking, for Canva, you can actually use both desktop as well as you can use it on the phone, all right, on the go. So that's the great thing about Canva. And I'm gonna ask you, do you guys hold on now. Right, would you really, I want to know from you guys, would you rather use the computer or the smartphone to design your stuff? Yeah. Okay, a huge percentage of you are actually choosing computer. Okay, nice. All right, I just want to share, of course, that if you want to design on the go, you can do that as well. So later towards the end, I will show you also how does it actually look. How does the smartphone app actually look? If you guys are downloading it now, you can also see that the interface is quite similar to the desktop version as well. Okay, all right. Okay. Now I have quite a few interesting questions over here. All right, how to include animation of text? Okay. Now what about Dreamweaver of Canva? I wouldn't use I don't use Dreamweaver, but I prefer Canva. Okay. Okay, and last one. Okay, why use Canva? It's really because largely it is free. Okay, so there are both. There are free and there is the paid options. Now, for today's session, what I am going to be covering is I'm going to be largely using the free option. Okay, not because I don't support Canva's pro option, no, but because Canva free, the free option for Canva is, I feel, really amazing. There's a lot of things that you can do with just a Canva free option, and I feel that it's actually a lot more accessible for you guys as well. Especially, I know not everyone will actually want to pay for a design tool. So yes, Canva has free and paid options, and I will be covering mostly on the free options. And then along the way, I will also show you like some of the things that maybe a Canva Pro can do as well. All right. Okay. All right. So before we move on to Canva now, so a few things I want you need to take note. Okay. So Canva is a fully web-based software. So you need to ensure that your internet connection is stable, right? So later on, when you will see that whenever I design, there'll always be this auto save. Canva will automatically save your work, and then so that's why you need a stable connection, because if your internet connection is not stable, okay, you will not be able to save your design, and that's a waste, right? Okay, so recommended. Okay, I will recommend you to use Google Chrome, Safari, or Firefox internet browsers. Now, I have some of you asking, is it better to use computer or handphone for graphic design? So those of you who want to use a handphone, it's really up to you. If you have a limitation of time and you want to design on the go, then you can use your phone. But I feel although the phone app is not as complete as the desktop app, I feel that the phone app itself is quite handy. So yeah, it's really up to you, right? Okay. Okay, and yeah, so you need to sign up for a Canva account. Now, let me take a look at your questions before I go on. Okay, how to include animation of text like PowerPoint where the words flying or appear at once at a time. I'm going to show you that in a bit, Adeline. So do I need to download Canva software now on my laptop to use for your webinar? Yes, Janice, it'll be good if you can actually download you don't have to download any Canva unless you're using your phone. But for if you're using your laptop, you can just log on to www.canva.com. Okay, so I'm gonna put in the chat here as well. It's www.canva.com/sign up. Okay, all right. Okay, so but from it's not easier to retrieve information. Can something created in Canva be exported in PowerPoint and any other popular application like Excel? PowerPoint, yes, but Excel, no, not yet. Okay, so Patricia, I visited the site for 30 days. Yes, for the free trial. If you're gonna use the free trial, yes, you have to enter in your bank card info. Okay, so but then you just have to remind yourself that in within 30 days to actually cancel your free trial. If not, they will auto deduct on the next round. Okay, so person just download the app. Okay, you can download the app on you just download now. Yes, you can download the app on your phone, correct? Or if you're on your desktop, you can go onto the website. So Simon, yes, you have 30 days free trial. Yes, there's a 30 days free trial. If you want to use the Canva Pro, yes, sure, you can use the 30 days free trial. Okay. Now, is there an expiry to free Canva? No, there is no expiry to free Canva. Okay. So that's the best thing. Canva is free forever. Although, of course, I'm not from Canva, so I don't know what's your plans in the future going to be. So yeah, okay, can I use Microsoft Edge? Do you mean your email address? Yes, sure. Oh, do you mean the browser? Yes, you can. I feel there's not much of an issue if you're to use Microsoft Edge. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, will the design using phone appear? Yes, piece one. The design using the phone app will appear when you view on the computer. All right. Okay. So yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to answer as much as I can. All right. So bear with me, guys. Now, so I hope that you guys have downloaded have gone on to canva.com to create an account. Okay. So I'm going to go over there right now so that we can all design together. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen right now over here. Oops. Oh, sorry. Am I not sharing my screen? Hang on. Huh? Okay. Now I'm gonna cover this later. Okay, so this one over here, yes. this one. So this is how Canva looks once you have signed up for an account. Okay, so this is the home page that you will see when you sign up for an account with Canva. Okay, you can see over here, at the top here, there's all these options, and there is this search box at the top. Okay, you can later, I will be using this feature. Okay, and then at the bottom here, so you will see there are so many. So the first tab here, there's for you. So for you is basically they will just come out with the templates that they feel are good for you. Okay, and then there's also the presentation. So on Canva, you can do so many things. It's not just for posters, it's not just for name cards. You can design thoroughly almost everything. Okay, you can design your presentation slides as well on Canva. You can use it to design social media posts as well. And yes, someone asked just now, right? Can you do edit videos? You cannot edit videos on Canva, but you can actually upload videos on Canva as well. I'm gonna go through all this. Not all this. There's not much time because we only have 2 hours. Okay, but yes, I'm gonna try my best to cover as many things as possible for Canva, but really, Canva is always continuously improving, and they're always introducing new things. So you just have to keep using it to know what's the latest updates. All right. Okay, so for this whole session, we are going to be we're going to be concentrating our theme for this session is going to be on food. All right, so I'm going to be designing posters for food. Okay, so let's say, for example, if I wanna do that, what I can do now. Okay, I hope you guys are on this page already. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you how are we gonna use the templates. Okay, so if you are on this page right now, what you can do is, so I'm just gonna put inside this search box, I'm gonna put in food poster. Okay, so I'm gonna search for food poster. Don't click on this, just press enter. Okay. All right. So just press enter and you will see all the food posters available here. Okay. So so if you are running your own food business, okay, and you want to do a poster, then you can just search for food poster and food poster will appear here. So if you want to do a name card, you can just search in here business card and business cards will appear here as well. Okay, but in this case, I'm gonna just stick to food poster. So which one are we going to be using? So we are going to be using this template over here. Okay, so we are going to be using this fourth one, this fourth template. This is the Winslow Food Fair, right? So I'm gonna just click on this. All right, I'm going to just click on it and then we will go into the editing backend. Okay, this is where you can edit your design. All right, so you can see over here. Okay, so in the middle here, this is where you will design your items, right? So you can see that it's made up of different things. So there's pictures, and then there's all these small elements, and then there's all these text over here. Okay, so what we are going to do for this, we are going to create a poster for a fresh fruits shop. Okay, so from this, we are going to create a fresh fruits poster, right? So while I do that, I will show you the interface of Canva. Okay, so now, first things first, let's first change the text. Okay, now when I click on this one over here, okay, you can see that when I click on the text and so on, now you will see that there is this dotted lines. Okay, do you see these dotted lines? right? So what these dotted lines are, okay, so what these dotted lines are, okay, this is actually a group. Okay, it just means that this is actually grouped together. Now, so if I want to ungroup them first, okay, what I can do is I'm going to select on this and I'm going to click on ungroup, right? Okay, so once I click ungroup, then you can see all the elements now are separated. So what happens when it's separated? Now you can just click and you can change the you can move the items around, you can resize all these items individually. Okay, so I have my text over here. So what I'm going to do, hold on, I'm just going to have this. Okay, so I'm going to change the text. So on this part over here, I want to change it. So what I do is I just double click, okay, double click and make sure it's all highlighted. And once it's highlighted, okay, I'm going to type in cheap, fast, and good, right? Okay, and then that's so that is how I change the text. So just have to double click and then highlight the whole text, and it will highlight the text and you can just type it in. All right, so next one. Okay, so this next one I'm going to put in, hang on, I'm going to put in the title, which is fresh fruits and vegetables sale. Okay, so I'm going to highlight everything again first. I'm going to delete and I'm going to just paste. Okay, so when I paste, just so you can see fresh fruits and vegetables sale done. Okay, now when I look at this, okay, I want to put in the date. All right, so let's say between these two items here, maybe I don't want to use this text box here. So if I don't want this text box, what I do, I just select on this, I can just delete. Okay, so I delete and then it's gone. So now I want to type inside here. Okay, so right now I want to put in the event date, right? I want to put in the sale date. So how do I do that? So I just again just double click and then just put in the date and the time. So it's 20th March. Oh, it's actually this Saturday. Okay, so 20 March, Saturday 9 a.m. Okay, so now I want to, right now this is italics. Now if I don't want italics, I want it to be, I want to be straight. So what I can do, so this is exactly like Microsoft PowerPoint, like Microsoft Word. So I'm sure if you all have used Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Word, you can just immediately just go up here and you can change. So you can see there's the fonts over here, okay, and then there's all this text size, and then there is the text color, and there's bold, and there's italic. So I don't want this to be italic, so I can just change it. I just unpress it and it will not be italicized anymore. Okay, so if I want it to be bigger, I want the size to be bigger, what I can do is I can just increase the font size. So you see there's this plus button here. I can just increase from here or I can decrease from here. So or if I want to select, I can just select the size from here. So, but this is too small, so I don't want that. I'm going to put in about 48. Okay, so yes, so this is what I'm going to type in. Okay, I'm going to look over the Q&A and see if there are any questions for me. If I use Canva to do PowerPoint, okay, while I wait for you guys to catch up, I'm just gonna look at the Q&A. If I use Canva to do PowerPoint and save it on thumb drive, will I be able to run the presentation outside my school or organize? Yes. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean by the question, but later I'll show you about the saving as in the outputs and so on. Okay. Okay. For the app, which one do we choose? Is it Canva photo and video. Yes, Grace, you yes, that's the one. It's Canva photo and video. That's the app you use. Okay, the templates, are they subjected to copyright? Good question. Okay, when it comes to the copyright, no, it's not subjected to copyright, but the pictures that you use, okay, like in this case here, if you all were to take a look at my poster, do you see that there is this watermark, right? Okay, so what this watermark means is that it is a copyright. You have to pay for this image. Okay, otherwise, the images provided by Canva is actually free for commercial use. You can actually use it for commercial use. The template itself is not subjected to copyright. That's from what I know. All right. Thank you, Adeline. Okay, again, Vivian says any copyright infringement. No, for the templates, no, there's no copyright infringement. But if let's say you are going to be using the logos, right? So for logos, I've read on Canva before, and they said that you can't trademark that logo that you created on Canva. Okay, you cannot trademark it, but you can use for your own business, no problem. All right. Okay, can you show an example of Zoom? Okay, I'll try to do that, Patricia, if I have time. Okay, any limitation of using the free Canva? Yes, there is a limitation of using the free Canva, of course. Like let's say for example, this one here, this is actually a watermark, right? So this kind of pictures is only more for Canva Pro. All right. So yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Jenny says sorry, I missed it. How to ungroup? Now, how to ungroup? Basically, if two items are grouped together, when you select the group items, you can see at the top right hand here, Janice. How you can see there's an ungroup here. Okay, and then you can ungroup it. All right. Okay. Yep, Janice, click on the foot poster. I hope this one you've done this. Okay. Now, all right. Okay, so um okay. Well, this all right. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to design. I'm gonna go back to the questions later in a bit. Yeah. All right. So now, after I've already put in my text here, cheap, fast and good, fresh fruits and vegetable sale, I've already put the text over here. Okay. So now, next thing that I am going to do is I am going to talk about I'm gonna talk about changing the pictures. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to put one more thing. I forgot to put in the venue. So it's Geylang Serai Market. Okay. All right. So once I'm done with this, okay. So now this is basically how to change the text. Okay, so you just have to double click, and then that you can highlight and you can change the text immediately. Now, can you repeat the watermark? Okay, so the watermark is basically, oh, all right. Okay, so can you see my mouse? All right, I hope you guys can see my mouse. Okay, so this is what I mean by watermark. Okay, this is the picture, and the picture is using it's actually it's not a free picture. Okay, so you have to pay for this image. All right, so I'm going to talk about changing pictures. Okay, so let's now take a look over on the left hand side, all the tabs here. So I'm going to click on the templates. Now when I see the templates, you will see all the different you can see all the other different posters here, other different templates. So if you want to change the template, you can just click on the template and it will change. But I'm not going to do that. Okay. So then the next one that you see here is on uploads, right? So uploads, what exactly is uploads? Uploads is where you can upload your own media, your own pictures. You can upload your images, you can upload your videos, you can upload your own audio as well on under this uploads here. So basically you just have to click on uploads, just click on upload media and click on device. right? And you will be led into your folder, okay? And then you can just put in your pictures from there. Now, next one is photos, okay? So we want to change the Canva photos, okay? So we want to look at the photos over here. Now, all these photos over here, they are actually they are both, they are free and there are also for the pro options, okay? So how do you know if the picture is free or not? Now, do you see when I hover my mouse over the picture, you'll see that there is a word free here, okay? So for those that have free, it just means that it is pay it is for free use lah. So you don't have to pay for these pictures. All right, now how would I know if it's not free? I will show you that in a bit. So all these photos here, these Canva photos, if right now I want to find for a picture of vegetables, okay? So I'm just going to search inside here, vegetables, okay? And you can see all the photos of the vegetables will appear here. Now, when you do this, so this is where you can see this is free. Now, when you find the photos that have this crown here, right? Okay, this crown means that it is a paid picture. Okay, so when I use a paid image, what happens is you will see that is this this trademark here, Canva watermark here. Okay, so we don't want this one. We want to use the free ones, right? So let's say I'm just gonna look through, and I am going to use this picture over here. So I'm just going to look through. I'm just gonna click on the image and it appears on the screen like so. Okay, so now right now I want to replace this picture at the back, right? If I want to replace this picture at the back, what do I have to do? I'm going to click and I'm going to delete. All right, so that's very simple. Just click on the image and just delete. Okay, so now I'm gonna move my picture on top. Okay, now I want to resize my picture. Okay, how to resize my picture? If I want to resize my picture, you can see there's a circle here. So you just have to click and you have to just drag. Okay, so when you want to resize, you just click at the circle and you just drag it like this. Okay, and it will make the picture bigger. Okay, then you will see that there is this now at the side here there is this rounded rectangle. Now what this rounded rectangle is, this is to actually crop your image. Okay, so this at the sides here are to crop image, at the corners here is to resize your image. All right, okay, so I'm going to resize my image like so. Okay, now after I've resized my image like this, okay, you can see that it is actually blocking my icon, right? You see there's this icon here, it's actually blocking. Now I want to put it behind. Okay, so if I want to put it behind, what I do is I click on position, right? And I can just click on backwards or to back. So to back is to move all the way to the back. Backwards is just one step back. Okay, I'm just going to click on to back and you can see what happens. Okay, when I click on the position, all right, I click on to back and you see the picture now moves all the way to the back like this. All right, okay, so I'm going to pause here. Let me just take a look at the Q&A. Right. Okay, what do you mean by one step back? And okay, so Adeline asked, okay, what do you mean by one step back and fully back? Okay, so this is a good question. So let's say now let's say I have multiple items here. Okay, I'm going to just, okay, don't follow me. I just want to illustrate my point. So let's say I have these three images here. Okay, so you can see that for this lady holding this vegetable here, Adeline, is at the topmost, right? Now, if I were to click on position, I click on backwards. Now, what will happen is it will just go one step behind the previous picture that you just selected. So you see, this is backwards, and then to back will go all the way to the back. So you see when I click on to back, it goes all the way behind. All right. So that is the difference between backwards and to back. So the other one is forwards and bring to front. All right. Okay. I hope I answered that question. Now, what's the difference between crop and resize? That's a good question, Wendy. So oops, sorry, not this one. Oh, sorry. So Wendy asked about, can we use Canva free pictures for non-Canva program? I think you can, because it's actually, but I wouldn't know why would you do that. So you can actually find for, because you can't really download the image, where you can go to find for these free pictures is this website called Unsplash, right? Okay. All right. All right, Peter. Peter asked, what's the difference between crop and resize? Now, crop and resize. Okay, let's say I'm going to use this same picture here. Now, when I resize, you can see what happens is the picture will resize proportionately. Do you see? There's the length and the width is actually the same throughout, right? Now, if I crop is let's say if I want to crop just this fruit over here, I can just use the one at the side here, and I can just crop the fruit like this. Okay, so that is the difference between crop and resize, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the original. Okay, so I'm gonna resize this all the way like that. Okay, then now what else? Okay, so you use Canva existing pictures, you need to pay. Vivian asked, if you use Canva existing pictures, you need to pay. No, it's only for the pro photos, that those that have the crown, then you have to pay. Otherwise, you don't have to pay for the other ones. Okay. Okay. Zhenxiang, there's no expiry date for the free for the free trial. If you're using the Canva Pro, yes, but after it expires you can still use the normal Canva, okay, but with limitations. All right, okay, so I am going to go on to the next one. Okay, so now now that I've put in the pictures, okay, so I want to now change the colors. Okay, so now I want to change the colors. So how do I do it? I just click on this brown item here. Now then you will see that all this here, there is this color block over here. Now what are all these circles and this rectangle over here? So all these are actually elements, right? So elements, they have all these lines, shapes, frame, stickers. So this is a really I really love Canva for this because it has so many things here. Okay, so all these items here, like you see this brown thing here, this is actually a shape. Okay, this is actually a rectangle. So if I want to change and all these elements, you can change the color. So if I click on this element here, now you will see that there is this one block over here. I'm going to click on this, and you can choose your colors from here. So how do I do that? You can choose from any of these colors here, or you can just click on this rainbow thing here and you can just choose from here. Or otherwise, what you can do from here, you can just type in the color red and a lot of red colors will appear here. And you can also choose from your document colors as well as photo color. So this is a cool feature of Canva whereby they will pick the colors immediately from the photos for you. So I'm going to click on this icon on this rectangle here. I'm going to select, so this, I can actually choose red color because they probably pick the red color from the image, right? and so on. So this is basically how you can change the colors, right? So one more thing. So let's say I want to show you how to actually add an element. So at this bottom here, sometimes when you do a poster, you want to add a text. You wanna say you wanna get people to follow you on Facebook, right? So at the bottom here, I'm gonna put here follow us on Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna put follow us on Facebook, Gelang Fruit Store, right? So I want now when I put this, I want to put a Facebook logo. Now where can I go to find a Facebook logo? So it is all under elements. Now under elements, you will also see this box over here. So what you can do is you can just type in Facebook, right? Facebook logo, and you will find all these Facebook logo elements here. So you don't have to go to Google to copy and paste. No, you can just find for the elements here. But again, because we are using the free version of Canva, you can see that there's a pro version, okay, and there are the free version. So of course, we're gonna take the free version. So we just choose this one, and now I want to resize, so I'm just going to make it smaller like this, right? Now once I make it smaller, if I want to move it, I will see these four arrows here. I'm going to click and then I'm going to drag it down like so. Okay, and I'm going to push this here. I'm going to just push this and done. So this is my new poster. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. I want to change now. Let's say I don't want this. I don't want this icon here. Okay. I want to change it to a. I want to change it to a fruits icon. So what I can do is under the elements. Okay, not photos. Elements. I click. I find for fruits. Okay, now when I search for fruits, you can see there are a lot of elements here. Okay, now what you can do, I'm just going to click on fruits. Okay, and I'm going to find for a fruit icon. Okay, I'm going to find for this watermelon here. So I'm going to click on it, and then you'll see the watermelon icon will appear here. So I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, and I'm going to change the color to something else. So I'm going to put to white or red as well. So yeah, so that is how you can create your own poster. Okay, so once you're done with this, what you do is you can just click on. So once you're already done with this, now I want to download. So I'm just going to click on this download button here, right? And then I'm going to just search for okay, and then you can see all the different file types, right? So these different file types, you can see there's PNG, JPEG, PDF print, and so on, MP4 if you have videos, right? So I want to just save as a high quality image, then that's when I will choose PNG. So I'm just going to click on PNG. And now what is the difference with the pro mode? So you see there's this pro mode, they can actually allow you to download as a transparent background, okay, if you have the pro version. Once I'm done with this, I just click on download, okay, and then you can see there's a download icon here, and then they will ask you to put it inside your folder. So you will just, so usually if you're using Windows, it will automatically go inside your downloads folder. All right. Okay, so that is for the basics of Canva, right? Okay, so yes. Okay, now I'm going to go to the questions just shortly, and then I'm going to go on to the next one, which is to design something from scratch. Okay, so Margaret said, I thought I said Canva is free forever, but the pro version is not. Yes, the Canva is free for, if you use the free Canva version, it's free forever, but pro version is not free forever. Definitely, because you have to pay for that. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, can you read how to adjust the size of the poster to be bigger or smaller than the original? Okay, this one I'm going to cut. Canva insert Chinese characters. Yes, you can actually insert Chinese characters, but personally, I've never tried that. But I know you can. There are actually fonts that you can change that has the Chinese characters. Okay, Edwin? Okay, how to make it animated? All right, I will go through that in a bit. Okay, can posters be saved as JPEG? Yes, you can save as JPEG. So JPEG and PNG, PNG is a higher quality and also bigger file size. JPEG will be a more compressed, a smaller file size. Okay, Patricia, this one I've already answered. Are we able to remove background photos like in Photoshop? Yes, you can, only if you are using Canva Pro version. All right. Okay, upload image but cannot upload. Alright, if you like to add more text. Okay, so basically that is how we do this using a template. Alright, what's the difference between shape and frame? Okay, shape and frame, I will cover that in a bit. Alright. Okay, one. Okay, now I am going to do a next one. Okay, so I want to do something like this. Hang on. I want to do something like this over here. Um, Now, the next one that we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to do something from scratch. Okay, so we are now going to learn from scratch where I will show you how to add the text, how to add images. You don't have to, you don't have to use the templates for this. Okay, I'm going to show you how to design this from scratch. Now, for those of you who feel that you can't keep up, don't worry, there's actually a recording of this session, so you can actually refer to that later. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you guys. So we are going to learn how to design this from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to go over onto my previous one over here. Now I want to add a new page. Okay, now I want to add a new page, so I'm going to click on add page at the bottom here. Okay, so this is like like PowerPoint as well. So I'm just gonna click on add page. All right, so when I add page, is basically is adding a new page altogether. Now if now let's so right now the color, okay, so you can see when I click on this background, you'll see that it is yellow color, right? So if I want to change the color, I can just click on this background here, make sure it's selected. I can click on this color over here, this small square right here, right? And then I can choose the color. Okay, this is if I want to change the color of my background, right? Now, otherwise, you can also put in a whole image onto the picture. So like in this case, this picture, this background here, I'm actually using this picture of this cupcakes as the main background. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Right, give me a moment. Okay, all right. Let me just take a look at the Q&A. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me just backtrack a bit. Okay. So I'm just going to go to the Q&A before I really start on the next one here. Okay. So can we okay. Elaine, yes, we can include our QR code. Sure. Okay, let's see. What's the difference between photos and elements? Basically, photos are real life photos like this, okay? And elements are really all these kind of icons and graphic elements. All right. Okay. What's the difference between PNG and JPEG? I've answered that. So PNG is more for higher quality, and if you want transparent background, that's PNG. But Canva free, you can't do that. JPEG, you can. Okay. Now, Catherine, how do you change the color of your watermelon icon? Okay, simple, Catherine. So what you do, just have to click on the icon here, right? and just click on the color, this square red color thing here. So it depends on the color. If you choose a blue color, this square will change to blue. If you change it to red, then this square will change to red. So basically what you do is you click on the element and then you go on to the top and you click on color and you can choose the colors like so. All right. Okay. Okay. How many files can I save in Canva? Is there a limit to the GB? Yes, if I'm not wrong, there's actually 5 GB. For Canva, there's actually a limit. Yeah. Okay. What is add comment for? So add comments is actually if you are actually sharing your design with your team. Yeah, then you can actually use the add comment. All right. Thanks, Trisha. Okay, must download in order to print. Yes, you have to download in order to print. Okay. All right. Um, okay. Now, can you switch if you are using, okay. Can you switch to landscape mode if you are using a portrait design image? You can. If you see at the top here, do you see this resize? Now, this resize is only for Canva Pro. Okay. So if you don't have Canva Pro, you can't resize the image. So you have to actually you actually have to do that at the very beginning. All right. Okay. Neil, what is next page below the slide? Yeah, I'm going to cover that. Okay. Okay, how to insert the small text below. Follow us on FB. Janice, I will show you how to add text in a bit. Okay. Okay, just the text. I got the shape. All right. Okay, Vivian, how do I change color in the circle in middle of poster? So just again, it's like elements. So circles, rectangles, icons, all these are actually elements, right? And they can change photo. So if you want to change the color, just click on the elements and just click on this color icon and you can just choose the color. All right. Okay, May, yes, you cannot remove background because if you're using the free one, you can't remove the background. Okay, can we upload our own poster on Canva? No, that will be quite hard because your poster is in picture. Okay. Okay, let me see if there is anything related to the change color. We click on it, but there is no option for photo colors. Yes, for photo colors, there is only effects. I'm gonna cover that in a bit. All right. Okay, show how to. Okay, I hope I've shown you already, Chris. Okay, how to cancel this Canva. King Kong, no, there's no layers. PNG or JPEG. Okay, can you save a copy? Okay, so now when we talk about saving, right? Okay, right now, do y'all see that at the top here there is all changes saved? Okay, you can see that Canva will automatically save every single time you do something. So if, let's say for example, look at this out. I want you all to take a look at the top part here. All changes saved here. Okay, now if I select on item here, I'm gonna change the color maybe to yellow. So do you see here? Okay, that was very fast, but they will actually auto save for you. Okay, so when you auto save after you've already done this and you want to get back to it later, you want to still edit it later, what you can do is you can just hang on you can just go back to your Canva home. You can click on all your designs and the designs that you have just done will be here. Okay, so take it as this is your this all your designs here is your working files. Okay, so that means when you open all this, you can still edit it later. Okay, so this is different. This is your working file, and as compared to this one here, when you click download here, this is to save it into your computer. Okay, so this download here is to save it into your computer. This at your home page here is your working file if you want to retrieve it the next time round. All right. Okay, I've done this. Okay. Amanda, will your designs be deleted? No, it won't be deleted for a while. Okay. Yeah, because I still have pictures from way back and it's still there. Right. Okay, now let's go on. Okay. So do you mean Padma? I would think that where which category should you choose? Okay, you go to the Canva here and click on home and go back to all your designs and you will see all the designs that you have made here. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, now I'm going to go on to the next part. Okay, so we want to do this here. All right. Okay, so we want to design something like this. Now, let's look at first. I want to put in the background image. All right, so I want to put in the background image here. So where can I go? So you can either go to uploads or uploads for your own photos, or you can use Canva photos. Now, in this case, I am using Canva photos. So I'm going to find for cupcake. Yeah, I'm gonna put for cupcakes. Okay, now when I see cupcakes, you will find a lot of cupcakes pictures over here. Okay, so I am going to look through and find for the cupcake images, which is not here. So usually it's actually available here, but it's not. The picture is not here. Hang on, guys. Let me just take a look at this. Okay. If I can't find a picture, it's okay. I'm going to just use any other photo. Now, when I want to use a picture of as a background, okay, so I'm going to use maybe this one here. Okay, when I click on cupcakes, there is this picture over here. So now, if I click once, if I click this picture one time, all right, now what will happen is it will just insert as a photo on its own. Now, what if I want to make this picture as the background? How do I do that? I do that by, instead of clicking once, I click and I drag it into the background like so. Okay, so what you do is I just click and drag the back and put the until I see this blue line over here, and then it will snap into place and I let go. Okay, so that is how you can change the background. Okay, so you just have to, instead of clicking once, okay, I'm going to show that again one more time. Okay, now Angeline, before I do that, now how do I get the blank page? Okay, if I want to get the blank page simple, at the top here you'll see this add page. Okay, so just click on add page, right? And then it will be here. Okay, and that's how you add a new page, right? Hope that answers your question. Okay, now I want to put in the picture, so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to drag it into here. Okay, there's a difference. If I click once, it just becomes a picture of its own. If I want to put it to the background, I click and I drag it to until there's this blue line and it will snap into place. So that is how I put in the picture as the background. Now, here's a design tip. If you want to design something, okay, if you want to use a picture in the background, I will always recommend you to find for pictures that have this thing called the negative space, all right? This white space over here. Do you see? Okay, this blank empty space, okay, so that you can actually change your text, add your text and so on. Now, if for example, right, I'm not gonna, if I were to use another picture like something like this, okay, oops, if I were to use a picture like this and I were to type on this item here, you can see that you can't really see your text. Even if you put it here, you cannot see your text. So that is not a good thing. So when you want to design something with a picture at the background, make sure you choose a picture that has this empty space, right? So that you can put your text. So when I just add text later, it will there will be the words will be visible. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna show how I fit the picture again. Okay, so instead of clicking once, don't click once, I'm click and I drag until you see this blue line here, and then you snap into place. Okay, so those of you who still couldn't get that, you can always just watch the repeat. Okay, all right, mine doesn't form the background when dragged to the page. Okay, don't drag it to the middle. No, don't drag it to the middle. I want you to drag it to the corners like this. All right. Okay. All right. Now I want to add the text. Okay. So I want to put the text, small text here, one the big expression. So if I want to add text, so how do we do it? Now you look over onto your left hand side over here, and then you click on text. Okay, now when you click on text, you will see a lot of things, right? You'll see like some preset text over at the bottom, and you can see the obvious ones at the top. There's add a heading, add a subheading, add a little bit of body text. Now, if you take a look at this picture here, the top one, I want to make it small. So I'm just going to use a subheading for the small one. But doesn't matter really if you choose any of this, just select on any of this and it will still you can still edit it later on. Okay, so I'm just going to just click on add a subheading here. Okay, I'm gonna put in here, and I'm going to, so that is basically how you add the text, right? So you just have to click on this, and then you can just move it at the top here. Now when you move it at the top here, you will see that there is this margins over here. Okay, at the subheading, so I'm going to put in the text. So it is I'm gonna type in Wonder Bakes Presents, right? Okay, all right, so basically this is how you can just change the text. Okay, now I want to change the font. Okay, so let's talk about changing fonts. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to Open Sans over here, and I'm going to find for the fonts. Okay, so when it comes to Canva fonts, there are a lot of free of fonts. Okay, until you sometimes you don't know which ones to choose. But you can see that there are, okay, but those of you who are using the free ones, you can just choose any of this. Those that are paid ones are actually those that have the crown over here. Okay, those with the crowns are actually paid. Okay, but those with no crowns actually free. All right, now in this case, what font am I going to use? Now I'm going to just type in the font. Okay, if I want to type in the font, what I can do is I'm going to just click at the top here. Then there is a box here. I'm just going to type in KOLLEKTIF. So this is just the name of the font. Feel free to use whatever font you want for this case. I'm just going to use this font here called Collective, right? Okay, so I'm going to make this one smaller. Now, if I want to make this text smaller, then I can just do again. I can use the resize at the bottom here. Okay, it's the same thing as the pictures and the elements. Okay, you see the circular at the sides, you can just resize from here, or if you want, you can also resize from at the top text box here. Okay. Okay. SY asked, can reposition the background? Yes, you can reposition the background. That's a good question. I'm so sorry, I didn't cover this one. Now, after I've already put the background here, if I want to reposition it, what I do is I double click. So when I double click, and then I can just move it around. So it will, yeah. So this is how I reposition. Okay, what again? I'll show that again. Just double click on the background and you can reposition. Okay, and then you press on done. Right? Okay, hope that helps. Okay, So now I'm gonna put in the text here. So Wonder Bakes presents. Okay. So now when I move this, you can see that there is this purple lines, right? These purple lines are just guidelines for you. So this one in the middle, it just shows you that it is right in the middle of your poster. Okay. So now I want to change the color of my text. So again, so just click on the text color at the top here, and I can just choose any of the colors here. Okay. So I'm gonna choose, never mind, I'm just gonna stick to black color for this. Okay. And then I am going to okay, so you see this is bold. So this is if I want to make it bold. So again, just now italics. I don't want this italics, so I'm just gonna uncheck that. So this is if you want underline. Okay, now this one here, this is where if you want to make it all caps lock. So right now it's all small letters, right? If I want it to make all caps lock, I'm just gonna click on this and it will become all caps lock. Okay, so this alignment is just center align. Okay, so this one here, they have the list as well, right? I'm not going to cover on this. Spacing is just the spacing between the text, but in this case I'm just going to stick it to 0, right? Okay, so this is how you add the text. So now I'm going to just resize, okay, and I'm going to use these 4 arrows and I'm going to move it back here. Okay, now the next thing is I want to add this cupcakes fest. All right, so I want to add the cupcakes fest text. Right now, let me see. Is there anything that I haven't answered? Okay, so far so good, yeah, guys. Okay. All right. Okay, now I want to add this curve text, right? So how do I do it? I'm going to just go back to the text bar here. I'm going to just click on add a heading, right? And then you can see add a heading here. So I'm going to type in cupcakes fest. Oh, okay, here. Cupcakes fest, right? Okay, so again, what I'm going to do, I am going to change the font. Okay, so I'm going to change the font to the name of the font that I'm going to use is called this Bukhari script. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, now if I want to resize, I'm just going to resize it like this. Okay, and then I'm going to just nudge it to the center like this, right? And if I want to change the color, I'm just going to click on text color, and I'm going to just use this red color here. If you don't have, you can just choose any of the colors, or if you can just choose from this one here, or you can just type inside this box here, right? Okay, so I'm just going to choose this Cupcakes Fest, this color. Okay, so now I want to make this curved, rounded. Okay, so this is where the cool part is. Now when you click on the text, there is this at the end here, which is called effects. Okay, now what is this effects, right? So these effects here have that there are all these different effects. There's shadow, there's lift, there's curve, there's hollow, splice, and so on. Right? So you can see when I choose any of this, I click on lift, splice, echo, whatever. Right? So you see, these are all the different types of effects that are, but I'm gonna just use the curve effect. Okay. Now on Canva, there's still a limitation whereby I cannot have curve and I cannot have splice at the same time. So I can only choose one effect, okay, at the moment lah. So right now, when I click on curve, then I can resize like that, okay? So this is how you curve it. Okay, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to take a look at the Q&A and see if there are anything. Okay, hang on now. Okay. Is there any questions so far? Start. I choose. Okay. All right. Okay, I think so far. All right. Like, what's the difference between title and subtitle? It's just the size of the text. You can still just change it later on. So basically, when you add the text here, right? So it's just really so you don't have to spend so much time resizing. Yeah, but technically there's not much difference lah. Okay, okay. All right. Now I'm gonna get back. Okay, so now okay. Can you show how to get the curve effect text again? Sure, no problem. All right. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, so this is my original one. Okay. How do I curve the text again? So I'm gonna click on the text. So you look out for the effects. Okay, look out for the effects, and then this is where you find all the effects. So the curve effect is under the effects. So I'm gonna click on the curve, and you can adjust the curve like so. Okay, that is how you do the curve effect. All right, very easy. Okay. How you can you repeat on where is the caps function? Okay, the caps function is over at the top here. This small a and big letter A. Okay, this one. Yeah, this is where you can where the caps function is. Right. Okay, how do you snap text in the middle? Basically, you just click, just drag it to the middle. But later on, I will show you how to align everything to the middle. Right? Okay. Okay, if we choose a picture as a background, so it will not be okay. Okay, Catherine, yes, you can adjust the picture position. So I showed this just now. If you want to adjust the picture position, double click on the background, and then you'll see that it will become gray out like this, right? Then you can actually move your background now. Then I'm gonna click on done. All right. Okay, hope that answers. Okay, Geraldine, can we adjust the curve to be not so curvy? Yes, can. So after effects, under the effects, right? Okay, after I've clicked on curve, now you can see at the bottom here there is this 40 there is this slider. Okay, so this slider you can actually adjust the curve. If I want to make it like that, I go to the other side. Okay, if I want to make it a little bit less curvy, okay, you can just curve it maybe about maybe 28, 30, right, like this. If you want to make it really curved, then you can just go all the way to 100, right? But in this case, I don't want all the way to this because it's very cramped, so I'm going to stick to a little bit 35, 33, like this. Okay, hope that answers. Okay. And Jacqueline, no, you cannot choose two effects at the same time. Only one effect at the time. Okay. All right. Why my pic got lines and not plain like yours? I'm not sure what you mean, Wylan. So, oh, okay. You have to double click. I think there's all these lines, right? Do you mean these lines? If there's these lines, it's okay. Just have to press on done. Okay. And then it should go away, I think. Okay. So Patricia, I've answered your question. Just have to double click on the background, right? Okay. All right. So now, right, so the font that I've used for the Cupcakes Fest, it's Bukhari script, and the font size is 158, right? So can the curve be rotated? Yes, you can rotate. So good question. If I want to rotate, now you see that there is this circle with a circle icon with two arrows like that. You move your cursor over it and you can rotate like so. Okay, but I don't want to rotate. I want to be just like that. Okay, all right. Okay, so yes, all right. Okay, sure. Okay, so now let's go on. Okay, so I'm gonna add one more. So it's a 2021 text. So again, just going to go to text, and I'm going to just add in the thing. I'm gonna put 2021. Okay, so again, if I want to, oops, hold on. Yeah, this thing. Okay, so I can just resize it like this. Okay, and I'm gonna put it like this. Okay, and then I can change the effects. Okay, so I'm gonna just change. So in this case, I want to use shadow, right? So let's click on shadow, and then you can see there's the effects like that. All right. Okay, and then what else? Okay, so next one, I'm just gonna put get 30% off. Okay, I'm going to get this. Okay, I'm going to add another text as well. Now in this case, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to just add another text. So I'm just going to add okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this one here. Now if I want to copy and paste this icon, I want to use this same one so that I don't have to keep choosing the font all over again. What I can do is I click on this, I duplicate it. I duplicate by just pressing Control C, Control V. I think, oh, sorry. Okay, I click on this, Control C, Control V, and that is how to duplicate. That is your usual thing. Okay, but I'm just gonna, otherwise you can also just add in the text as per normal, but I want to make this a bit quicker, so I'm going to just put get 30% off. Okay, and I'm gonna change all this. I don't want it to be two things, so I'm going to do like that. All right, get 30% off cow cupcakes at our annual cupcake festival. Okay, and lastly, I want to add the I want to add at the bottom here. I want to add the other stuff, right? So how I do that now? If I want to add another text, what I can do, I'm just going to copy and paste as well. I'm going to put it at the bottom here, and I am going to copy and paste this one. I'm going to just do this, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so once I do this, now if you take a look at my original poster, you can see that I actually put in like a rectangle at the bottom. So basically, design 101, if you want to design something, you want people to be attracted to your call to action, what you can do is you use the elements, click on elements. I'm going to find for a rectangle. Okay, so rectangle is under shapes, right? So I'm just going to type in rectangle, and then I will get a rectangle element here. Okay, and then I can just resize. I'm going to resize it like this. So that is how you can add the element. Okay, so you just have to go to elements. Okay, you can find for any of the element here, but in this case, I'm going to use a shape, which is this rectangle here, this square. This square is actually a rectangle also. Okay, so you can just, and if I want to make it longer, you see at the side here, there is this long thing, this long rounded rectangle. Just have to drag it. Okay, and then you choose the color. So again, because it is an element, so click on this at the top, and just click on the color here, and it will be changed. Okay, otherwise, maybe I'm going to choose red color. No, on, nah, yeah, I'm going to put that there. Okay. All right, and that is how you design something from scratch. Basically what I've done is I've added photos, I've added my own text, I've added the elements, and after I'm done with this, again, if I want to download, I just click on the download button at the top here, and I can choose the different formats. All right, okay, so let me see. um let me take a look at the let me take a look at the questions. Okay, oh, there's so many questions, guys. Okay, hang on now. Okay, okay, Catherine, can we share any website on the color code? Not because more easy to look for our perfect color. Okay, if you want to find for colors, right? If you are within the Canva itself, Canva has all this has all these templates. So let's say if I were to search for, if I want pink color, I search for pink, and you can see all this. Okay, all these are actually color palettes that you can use. Okay, all these are color palettes that you can use for your design, and all these colors are usually complementary. All right. Okay, I hope I answered that question. Process. Okay, so just now I missed the part to start a new poster. Okay, so to start a new page. So basically, so right now you can see here I have 2 pages in this document, right? Okay, so if I want to add a new page, what I do is you can see at the top icon on top here, there is this one plus button. Just click on it and you can add. Now, if you want to delete, just click on the delete page and it will be deleted. All right. Okay, so all right. Okay. So how do you adjust the degree of the curve again? Again, just click on effects. Oh, sorry. Click on effects, and at the bottom here, after you click on curve, there should be an option here for you to change the curvature, this number. All right. Okay. Are there any font that's like hand calligraphy? There is. There's actually a lot of fonts that's free. Um, Now it's actually okay. If you want to find it out, right, what you can do is you search on this. Now there is this handwriting here. So when you click on handwriting, there are all these handwriting fonts here. So handwriting are usually calligraphy fonts. Okay. All right. Okay, hope I answer. Okay, is the default size of the poster A4? Okay, if you want to change the size, you can change. You can only change if you are Canva Pro. Otherwise, you have to do from scratch at the bottom. Okay. Now, can you fill the text box with color? No, you cannot fill the text box with color. If you wanna add a background with that one, you have to draw a additional shape rectangle. Okay. Okay, are there border templates? There are border templates. You can search for that. Okay, please show how to do. How does group item happen in the first poster? Okay, let me see what else is there. Are there cartoons? Oh wow, so many questions, guys. Okay, how to speed? Let me see. Okay, so yeah. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go back to here. So if I want to, now let's talk about downloading. Okay, so just now I showed you a short way how to actually just download. Just click on the download, this arrow with a line at the bottom. Just click on it. Okay, and then after that you choose the file type. Okay, so you choose the file type, and then you can just choose any of these. Can use PNG, can choose JPEG, PDF, PDF print, and MP4. So for the highest quality, if you are going to design something for print, you click on PDF print. Okay, so this is what I recommend. If you want to do anything for print, you select the PDF print. Now in this case, maybe I want to print all this, so I'm going to click on PDF print. Okay, crop marks and bleed. Now what is this? This is if you are going to send it to the printer and they were to ask you for they want it to have a bleed. This is only if you want to send it to the printer. Otherwise, if it's for your own use, you don't have to use it. You don't have to uncheck. You don't have to check this. Okay, select pages. Yeah, then you can choose either you want to have all pages, page 1, page 2, or you want to have all pages, or you can choose either page 1 or you just choose page 2. Okay, so depends. All right, so that is how and then once you've done this, you can just click on download and it will download onto your folder. Okay, so this one, it depends on your computer where are you going to save it. So I'm going to save it on my desktop. I'm going to save. So once I save, okay, I know you can't see. I'm going to, okay. So once you save, you can see it becomes a PDF file like so. All right. And then now you can just share it with your whoever or via email and so on. Okay. So this one here is for A4 posters. Now you can do a lot more you can do a lot more. It's not just it's not just A4. Like I said, if you have Canva Pro, you can automatically resize. But we're not going to talk about Canva Pro now. So what we are going to do is, if you want other sizes, you have to do it from scratch. Okay, so how to do from scratch? Again, at the very beginning, right, just now I told you, this is where you choose all the sizes. So just now, because I took poster, so that's why it's 42 by 59.4 cm. Now if you want your own size, if you want A4 document, you can just type in A4 at the top here. If you want a Instagram post, for those of you who have your own businesses, you want to do an Instagram post, you can just search for Instagram post, and all of this will be in square format like this. Okay, so that is the only way. If you don't have Canva Pro and if you wanna resize, then you have to do it from the beginning. Okay, you have to do it from the beginning, you have to choose it from the beginning. Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, so that is in a gist how Canva works, right? Now, okay, do you have to pay to download? So Veronica asked, do we have to pay to download? Okay, only if you are using the the paid icon. So for example, if in this case, right, this picture here, if I were to, instead of using a free picture, if I were to use maybe a paid image, right, like this image here. Okay, now if I were to use this paid image with this watermark, right, what I what will happen is, when I download, okay, you'll see that there is this one option here. Okay, 1 times premium image, $1.50. So if you are using a paid picture or paid elements, then of course you have to pay. But so that's why I urge you, if you are using free version and you don't want to pay, then you can just use all the free pictures, so you don't have to pay for those. All right. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm done with this. Okay, sorry, there's so many questions. Okay, can you show again how to change the white background at, okay. All right. Okay, so all right, okay. Now, yes. So how do I make sure everything is in alignment? Yes, I forgot to go through that. Now, if I want to align it, right? Okay, now let's say this text here is not in alignment. So if I want to align it, what I do is I select everything. Now, how do I select everything? I'm just gonna click from one empty space and just click and drag over everything. And then there is this thing here called position, and you just have to click on center. Okay, and everything will be centered in the middle of your artwork. So remember, position has your forwards, backwards, align, and this is also where you can align it as well, right? Okay, so where we click on the color box. Okay, yep. All right. So I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, but yeah. All right. So that is for Canva. Okay. So last thing. Okay. So what else can you do with Canva? Now today's session, I'm not able to cover everything. I know someone asked about social media design. No, I can't cover on that. But basically what you can do is you can just find for a social media post like Instagram and so on, and then you can just take from there. Okay, so just choose the, if you are posting on Instagram, choose Instagram. If you're designing a brochure, you can design a brochure. Okay, so right now let's talk about what other cool Canva elements are there. Canva are not elements but features. Okay, so like I said, so just now I already showed you how to use some of these things. Now, what other cool things are there? Say for you to check out. Um, all right. So what we do is okay, there's this thing called the frames and grids, right? So just now, some of you asked what's the difference between frames and shapes. Now, what is this frames and grids? So this one over here is over on elements. Okay, so under elements, you will see that there is this shapes. Okay, and there is frames. Now, for shapes are actually just solid blocks of color, whereby frames is where you can put in your items. Okay, so for frames, so let's say for example this frame over here, if I want to put in let's say this is a computer frame, right? Now, how do I find all these frames? You just go to elements, you click on see all under frames. Okay, you see elements and you see these frames, click on see all, and you can see all these different elements here. I'm going to show you how I do. So you can see right now I'm using this laptop. So if I want to put in my own photo or something, I can just, instead of clicking once, now remember, clicking once is just to put by itself. Now, if I want to click and drag inside, what I do is I click and remember this one, if I drag it here, it becomes the background, right? But now I want to drag it into this frame here. You see, once I do this, and then it will snap into that frame. Cool, very cool. I'll answer for you. I really like this feature. Okay, so frames, there are a lot of frames. So like you see, there's all this what's this called, Polaroid, right? So Polaroid, if I want to put my picture with a cat, so I'm just gonna put this. And again, if I want to what's this called, if I want to arrange, I just have to double click and I just click and drag down and just press done. Okay, all right, so the same thing. So this is basically, I think at the beginning someone was asking about clipping mask. This is the closest it comes to clipping mask. Okay, so you see these elements, they also have, like, if you scroll down all the way, they also have like all these alphabets as well, like 456 numbers and so on. So what you can do, you can just have to click and just have to drag. So any picture, even the free camera photos, can just drag it into inside this one here. So it's very powerful. Okay, so this is for the frames, right? Okay, so now what other features are there? So there's also animated stickers, right? So animated stickers is different from animations. So animated stickers is also under elements as well. So if you see under the elements here, you will see all these stickers. So you just have to click on the stickers, click on see all, and you can see all the different types of stickers. Okay, now when you want to save this as a picture, you have to save it as a video. Okay, I'm gonna show you that in a bit, right? Okay, so next one. Then okay, so this one is just animated stickers. So all these are all already ready-made animations. Now the next one here is the page animations. Okay, so you can choose page animations as well. Now how do I create this page animations? So basically, right, when I click on the item here, you see at the top here there is this pen. Okay, so there's this pen here at the top, and then you can just choose the different types of animations. Okay, if you want to see, you will actually see this word called animate. Okay, so what this animate means is, let's say if I click on block, you can see that's the animation. Do you see the animations? You see, so there's the tumble, rise, pen, and so on. Again, for Canva Pro, you can have more options. Okay, but otherwise, personally, I feel that the free ones are good enough. Okay, and then, so like, let's say for example this one here. Hang on. Okay, now I'm just gonna go on to the next one. Okay, there's also you can also add videos and audio. Okay, so like in this case, I'm going to go on to this one here. Okay, so this one here, so this at the background here is actually a video. So if you want to see, it's actually something like this. Okay, why is it slow? Okay, I think there's a bit of I think it's a little bit slow on my end. Okay. Okay, but technically this is a video, all right? So it will actually play, and then your text will appear. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not showing. Hang on, let me just refresh this. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so basically the video is just, you can see, you can just put in the video at the background, and then you can just add your text over here. So again, on Canva, there's also Canva videos. Okay, you can just go to videos here and you can find all the different types of videos. If you want to upload your own, also can. And also all these videos, there are free and paid ones as well. So in this case, this is a paid, this is not a free one, so that's why there's all these watermarks, right? Okay, so again, like just exactly like the same as how you want to add the background image, what you do is just have to click and again just drag it to the back, and that is how you add the video as a background. Okay, otherwise you can also insert it as the same as you would for a picture, right? So there's also all this audio as well, okay, whereby you can just choose any of this audio. Again, if you're a pro user, you have more audio to choose from. Okay, okay, so let's say right now I want to download this, video here. Okay, I'm going to okay. If I want to download this as a video, I click on download, right? And then this is where they will ask you to save it as an MP4. So currently they only save it as MP4 alone. Okay, they don't, there's no other different formats lah. Okay, it's just MP4 for videos. Okay, and then once you're done, so like you see, because I use all these premium elements, then that's why I have to pay. But if I actually have the Canva Pro, I don't have to pay all this. I can just download immediately. Okay. All right. Okay. What else? Okay. So this, and then you can also add a music. So this is all under audio. Okay. Now, last one. Okay. What are the cool features there? Okay. There is also this cool one here. This is on mock-up photos. Yeah. So you see this picture here. You can actually make it into a mock-up like this. So for example, if I want to make this cat be into a look like as part of a t-shirt, right? How do I do this? Now this is only for pictures. Okay, so if you have pictures, just click on effects, and then after that there are all these smart mockups at the top here. Okay, it is very slow. I'm not sure what is happening, but when you try it out, you can just you can see all the different types of mockups. Okay, but basically just click on the picture and it's under effects. Okay, I'm going through this fast. I'm not really covering a lot on this, but yeah, this is something that you can explore. Okay. Okay, and also, aside from that, right? Okay, there you see. Okay, now it's back. Okay, now, so when I see this, when I click on effects, there is this smart mockups, right? So if I want to see like a T-shirt, so I just have to click on the T-shirt mockup, and you see what happens. Now the cat is on the T-shirt. Okay, now apologies for the for the slow internet connection, But yeah, now you see, so now this guy is wearing a t-shirt with a cat. Okay, so you see all this, there's all these smart mockups and things. Okay, now when it comes to images, right? You can see there's this background remover. Now background remover is again, it's only for Canva Pro users, right? So Canva Pro users, if I actually have a Canva Pro account. I'm just gonna show you how how that background remover works. So I'm just going to create a new one over here. Okay, this is my Canva Pro account. Let me just put a picture. Let's say, for example, in case anyone of you is interested to to use Canva Pro. So let's say, for example, I have the picture here. Under the effects, if I click on the background remover, what will happen is it will immediately just remove the background for you. And let me see how long it will take for you. Hang on. Okay, not so accurate, probably because the background is quite messy, but you can just erase and so on. Okay, all right. So yes, so that is the background remover if you have the Canva Pro account. Okay, I'm going back to my free Canva account now. Okay, so yes, so that's the picture. Now pictures also, you can do a lot of things as well. You can actually add the filters, you can adjust the brightness and so on. Okay, then now what other, okay, so I know one of you also asked about this about the printing service, right? So I have personally tried the printing service before, and it is really quite good. Okay, so for example, if I have this, so let's say just what I did was I went over to Canva, I searched for business card. Okay, I'm search for business card. I'm going to click on this business card over here, and so I'm going to just select anyone like this. After I do all my edits already, right, you can see that Canva actually makes it very easy for you to just print it. So just click on shop business cards at the side here, and then you can see all the different ones. Okay, there's single-sided, double-sided, all pages you want. Yeah, if you have two pages. Yeah, see, so premium paper and standard paper, I always use premium paper. There's matte finish, glossy finish, and uncoated. So for this one, it's not as cheap, but I feel it's okay. So like for 50 pieces, it's $22. 150 pieces is about $36. Yeah. So I've used it before personally, and I feel that it is really it is really quite useful. Yeah, and it's very easy. So I think I got it within about 3 to 5 working days. Yes. Okay, and last one, what else can Canva do? A lot of cool things lah. Huh? What other cool Canva things can we do? Can be done? So again, like I say, it's also available on your smartphone app lah. I don't know if there's anyone here who's using the smart app. Okay, so I'm going to just click on this. Is there a video? Oh no, it's not loading. Yeah, this is actually a video. But basically, the smartphone app is quite intuitive. Okay, they are not the I feel like the important ones are the important features are available on the smartphone. So yeah, you won't really miss much if you use the smartphone as well lah. Okay. All right. And of course, because it's available on smartphone app, so what I do is I will design something like on my desktop. If I need to edit it later on, I can just take my phone and I can just open it up, and there will be that file right there. All right. Okay. And yes, so that is all for Canva. There's actually a lot more things I feel. Let me just now take a look at the Q&A. I'm so sorry. I was just rushing through that part. Just wanted to show you guys what other features are there. Then now let me just try to look through your questions. Okay, hang on. Um, hmm. Okay. So yes. Okay, I'm going to do this. Now after the trial. Okay, after the trial. After the trial for Pro and we don't want to subscribe, will the saved videos and music still be there? Yes, and it will. It won't be there. I mean, if you've already downloaded the video, right? Then of course you already have the access to it. But I know that on your Canva itself, it won't be there. It will be considered a paid element already. Okay. Okay. All right. Can Canva also create infographic for 3 steps on how to do something? Sure, you can. So you can just search for. So Canva has all these infographic templates, so you can just choose any of this. Okay, of course this is a bit too long, so it depends on what your items are, and then you can just copy the elements and paste it there. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I want to make cartoons. Are there speech bubble functions? If it's going to be what's this called? If it's not animated feature, right? Okay, then of course you can actually have a speech bubble. So speech bubble. Sorry, I'm just changing my stuff. Hang on, Okay, a speech bubble. So yeah, let's go to elements. I think you can just find for speech bubble. And then there should be speech bubbles here. So it's all under elements. All right. Okay. All right. Can turn the pictures to black to white to become a coloring template. This one, I've never tried it before, but I don't think it can. Okay. Okay. All right. How to access the software? Pun Chuang is actually this software is called Canva.com. I think we have. I think you went in. Okay, let me see. Yes, it can be found on Google Play. How to get a landscape template? Landscape template. You have to go to the main one over here, and then you have to choose which template you want. Okay, now if you want a custom size, what you can do is you can click on custom size, and you can put in your width and the height here. Otherwise, what you can do is you can just put in maybe landscape. I'm not sure. Yeah, and then you can see all the different ones here. Landscape. Okay. Hope that answers. Oh, oops. Created cartoon artwork in Canva. Cartoon artwork can't be done on Canva, unfortunately. Can Canva presentation be put into a PowerPoint slide? Okay, yes. PowerPoint slides. Okay, so you see over here, like right now, this one here, I am actually using a PowerPoint, not PowerPoint, the presentation templates, right? This is on Canva itself. So you can actually download it. This is still in beta mode. Okay, you can actually just download it, and you can click on. Okay, I'm not sure why mine doesn't show, but usually there is an option for you to. Okay, you have to click on this 3 dots at the side here, and you see this is share, and you can just download as a PowerPoint slide, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay, and then you can edit there, right? Okay, so yes. Okay. Now let me see, because I feel like I've answered some of the questions, but it's not being thing. Mm, okay. Hang on. Okay, this one I've done. All right. Is there some more questions? Okay. All right. So show how to get. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I feel like all these questions I actually have answered it inside the video. So again, this video here will be posted online on NTUC Learning Hub Smart Nation, I think, YouTube channel. Okay, so I think someone will actually put inside the chat here. Okay, so yes. Now can you select and okay, Wilson? Hang on, Okay, right. Can you do the page animation? Okay, page animation. Right, for page animation, it's really just have to click on the pen, and you can not pen. Under animated, and then there is the animation there. Okay. Okay, to add. So again, a recap. Okay, a recap. Last recap before we end. We call it a day. So basically, again, when at the very beginning, okay, when you open up Canva, right? So you just open this up. You choose which ones you want. So for example, if I'm gonna choose for Instagram post, I'm gonna click on Instagram post, and if I want to use any of these templates, I can just click on any of these templates here. All right, so now I've already selected on this template. Now if I want to animate this, I can just click on this animate button here. Animate is where you can choose the different types of animations. Okay, and then next one, uploads. Uploads is where you can upload your own images, videos, and audio. Okay, so this is your own ones. For photos, photos is for Canva photos, right? So Canva stock images. Choose the free ones if you are using a Canva free account. If you want to pay for the thing, then you can just select on the pro pictures. Okay, elements. So elements, there's a lot of things in elements. There's lines. So if let's say you want any shape or any frames and so on, you can just go on to elements and explore there. And then you have the text. Okay, so text, you have all this. This is where you can add your heading. Now if you want to change if let's say I want to change the color of my background of my text, or I change the text, so what I do is I just have to double click, and I see at the top here that then you can just choose the fonts from here. Okay, choose the size, choose the color, make it bold, underline, and then if you want it to be the curve effect, just go to effects and you see the curve, and you will see that there is this one over here. Okay, all right, and then and if I want to change the color of the elements, like for example this image here, okay, this is actually an element. So if I want to change this, I'm going to click on this, and you can see the moment you see this blocks of color at the top, you have to just click and you can change the color accordingly. So you see this is this bright color, so I'm going to change, then I can change the color. So this one I can just change my to white or whatever color I want. Okay, all right, so yes, so that is how you can change the color. Okay, so if you want to change the color of the text, double click, and then there is this text color over here. All right, then audio, this audio here is for stock audio. This is on Canva. If you want to upload your own, this audio and video. So if you want to upload your own, just click on uploads, and then you upload your own video and audio there. All right, okay, and yeah, then you can add your own videos, and yes, that, and then after you've already designed and so on, just have to click on download here, and then then you just choose the file size, the file type. You want it to be PNG, JPEG, PDF, or whatsoever, and then you then just have to click on download, and it will be downloaded into your computer. All right, okay, all right, okay, so that is all for Canva today. I feel that there's actually, I know there's a lot of questions. Right now there's about 100. I'm so sorry. I hope I managed to cover, to share, like to answer a lot of your questions. I also hope that this whole session has been beneficial for you guys. Okay, now if you guys want to find me after today, you can still search me on LinkedIn. you can check me out on LinkedIn. I'm contactable there. Just find for Norliana Ahmad, and you can find me there. And then this video is available on. It will be available on YouTube. Okay, I think someone, the admin, will actually share the link in the future. And I think if I'm not wrong, it will be in 2 weeks' time. Okay, but for now, it's actually on Facebook. So if you go on to NTUC Learning Hub, you can actually find. Okay, yeah. Hi guys. So you can actually find, if you go onto YouTube. No, go to onto Facebook. You can go to find for NTUC Learning Hub, and I think the session replay will be there. So if you want to, after this, if you want to look at it again, you can still just look at it again. All right. Okay. All right. Yes. So sorry if there are any discrepancies throughout my whole presentation today, and I really hope that you guys really found this fruitful. You can just find me on LinkedIn. Okay. My LinkedIn. Okay, I'm just gonna put it here. Okay. Hang on. Let me just. I think it's this. Oops. Let me just find for my LinkedIn account, and you can reach me there. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. So I've put it inside the chat there. So if you want to connect with me, you can connect with me over on LinkedIn. Okay. So otherwise, I hope this has been a fruitful session, and thank you so much for spending your Thursday morning with me. Thank you so much, everyone. See you.